Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Dalton, 1st and 10. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
2nd down and 4.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you. Safety's creeping. Slam.
Fields now to throw. That's caught by Montgomery. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Caught out left side by Robinson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Fields throwing again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete. 20, 10, 5, and oh so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that? Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Fields. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. They snap it to Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a first down.
Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
It's over. It's over. Let's dominate.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. after the interception. Here's Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, 46 yards. And the Panthers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of
a great dream, one you don't want to wake up from, but for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
You know, can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Going deep for Montgomery. And that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. Off play action, Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards, the pickup there. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the 1st down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
On game 9, brings up 3rd and 1.
To throw is Fields. Flush to his, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his 2nd touchdown in the first half as the Bears push further out in front. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. He's at the 50. 30, the 20, and he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's third and short. Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And they'll run the option on third and short yardage. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Single, slot.
Here's Fields. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. So Sam Darnold, not really known for having the strongest arm in the NFL, but he certainly laid that one out there. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 5.
Panthers 26, Bears 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Fields. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
SOS. So here's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. They're going to go. It's Fields. Being chased out left. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Darnold on 1st down. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrace Marshall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Flushed out right, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. So here's the mic. Watch twist.
Here's Fields. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Fields. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the 2nd half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 19-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Don't get nervous. Mike 38, Mike 38. You gonna see me in your night.
Fields on first down. Swings this out here for Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Fields now to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike 38, Mike 38.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Looking to throw. Fields. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
That's what I'm talking about.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Operating from the gun, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 40 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just didn't.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Highway Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
They're going to throw for the 2 with Darnold. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Heavy on the edge.
They go quickly here out to Moore. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43.
Yeah, it's on.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Now Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Fields to Kmet there for a Chicago first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Draw play. Fields gives to Montgomery. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
From the 50, here's Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. They bring Rashaan Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They snap it to Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Obviously, the scoreboard right now is not the friend of this rookie quarterback. But, hey, a touchdown pass there maybe builds a little confidence.
Every rep is valuable when you're a rookie. Every time you step up and throw the football, there's a lesson to be learned. Yeah, he took advantage of a little bit of loose coverage there with the lead. But at the same time, got it done. It'll take a little bit of satisfaction away from that throw.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner.
And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Darnell Mooney, the target there.
But it's going to be 2nd down.
To throw is Fields.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there. And now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Throw left side complete. That's Moore. Touchdown. DJ Moore on the touchdown throw from Sam Darnold. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will extend this big lead. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you? That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down inside Carolina's 15.
Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and
it'll be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 29, Darnold. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing.
Finds the open target, Arnold.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Again, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Tight end to the right, boys. Tight end to the right. Move. 3 down. 3 down. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Here we go. 58, right over there.
Now Darnold. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58's the mic.
Darnold now to throw.
Here we go.
He finds his man, complete. That's Arnold. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
On 1st down, it's Fields. Man open is Robinson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now it's Fields. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well.
And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. And one last throw here for Fields. And it's incomplete. It was an exercise in futility anyway. It doesn't affect the final outcome, and this one's over. Well, an interesting finish to this one. They get in the end zone at the end of the game. Then they went for two. It wouldn't have mattered. The game was over, but they didn't get that two-point conversion.
I think trying to get the 2 points, that was for pride for them. But obviously the guys on the other side of the ball had some pride too. They stopped the 2-point play, even though, as you noted, it did not matter. So both teams battled to the end.